Hello students, now we are in the exercise 2.5. Sides, let us read the sum. The first one, sides of a triangle are given below. Determine which of them are right triangles. Okay. So sides of a triangle, they are given, all the three sides of the triangle in 1, 2, 3 and 4th sum. Okay, we want to find out which of them are right angle triangle. If the sides of a triangle has given, we know according to the Pythagoras theorem, just we want to apply the Pythagoras theorem here. So if we are taken the first one, if we are applying the Pythagoras theorem, what is that Pythagoras theorem in a sides of a triangle? We know that. Let us take this as a B and C. We know that in the triangle ABC, that is AC square equals AB square plus BC square. So we know that, square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides. That is the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, which theorem it is? Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. So according to this, if we are going, so if we are taken, we want to take which number is the greatest number or the bigger number, that thing as a hypotenuse. Always keep in mind which one we want to take, always the hypotenuse, which is the greatest number, that is the hypotenuse. So let us consider in the first one, which is the greatest number, nothing among 7, 24 and 25, nothing but 25. So let us take 25 as a hypotenuse. The remaining two sides are the measurements are the other two sides. So anyhow we can take. So the first one is 7 square and the second one is 24 square. If both are equal, then it is a right angle. If it is not equal, that is not considered as a right angle. Let us calculate that. 25 square, I think you know about that, the square number for 25 square, nothing but the 625. You can multiply and check. 25 into 25 is nothing but the 625. Square numbers you want to learn actually. Then 7 square is 7 sevens are. Okay, 25 into 25 is 625. In the same way, 7 square, 7 sevens are is 49 and 24 square plus 24 into 24 square, nothing but the 24 into 24, that is 576. Okay, so 625 equal to 576 plus 49. How much we can get? 9 plus 6 is 15, 1 carry. 7 plus 4 is 11 plus 1 12, then 1 carry, 1 plus 5 is 6. So 625 equal to 625 if both the sides are LHS and the RHS. If both the sides are equal, then this triangle is called as a right angle. So we can write the given measurement is a right angle triangle. The given measurement of sides represent right angle triangle. Okay, let us take the second one. So in the same way, how to check? Take a formula according to the Pythagoras theorem, which is that AC square equals AB square plus BC square. I told you already. So which one we want to take as a hypotenuse? The highest number in the sense biggest number. So which is the biggest number here among 3, 8 and 6? That is nothing but the 8. Let us take 8 square equals remaining sides as a sum of the other two sides, that is 3 square plus 6 square. 8 8s are 8 square in the nothing but 8 8s are is 64 and 3 square means 3 3s are 9 plus 6 square 6 6 are 36. 64 equals 36 plus 9 is 45. Okay, 36 plus 9 is 45. So both are, it's not equal. I think you know about that. 64 is not equal to 45. So we can write, therefore the given measurement of a sides not represent the right angle triangle. The given measurement of sides not represent right angled triangle because it's not equal, both the sides are not equal. According to which theorem? Pythagoras theorem. Let us move for the third one. We have to check. So that is the same theorem we have to take. Formula: AC square equals AB square plus BC square. So AC how much? Which is the biggest side in this? 50, 80 and 100? Nothing but the 100. Let us take 100. 100 square equals AB is any one side we can take. That is the 50 square plus 80 square. 100 square in the sense. So if it should be like that, it is easy to multiply. So take number first. 1 square should be 1, and if 2 zeros are there, if it will be multiplied, it will become 4. Okay, nothing but 100 square, nothing but the 10,000 equal to 5 5. I don't know already. First number you have to get a square. Take a square number for the numbers. 5 square. 5 square means 25. If 1 zero is there, it will be 2 zeros. Okay, 50 square means 2,500. Then the square number for 8 8 are 64 and 2 0 1 0. If it is there, we want that square will become a 2 0. Okay, 10,000 equal to 2,500 plus 6,400. So 10,000 equal to 6,400 plus 2,500. So 2 zeros as usual in the tens place and the unit place, and 5 plus 4 is 9, 6 plus 2 is 10. So it's become 10,900. Here LHS side 10,000 it will be there. So both are not equal. So we can write the last thing is the given measurement of a sides not represent right angle triangle. Not represent right angled triangle. Yes, hope you will understand. Next, let us move for the fourth one. Fourth one is 13 centimeter, 12 centimeter and 5 centimeter. So in which the biggest side is 13. Let's take 13 first. First you have to write the formula for Pythagoras. That is AC square equals AB square plus BC square. So AC how much it is? 13. 13 square equals AB is 12 square plus BC is 5 square. 13 square means 13 is, it is nothing but the 169, and 12 square means 12 12 is 144 plus 5 is 25 it is. So 169 equal to 5 plus 4 is 9, 4 plus 2 is 6 and 1. Okay, 169 is equal to the 169. So therefore both are equal, LHS and RHS. So therefore we can write the given measurement of sides represent, both are equal, no? So we want to write represent right angled triangle. Right angled triangle. Okay, so yes, the first one has completed all the 4 sections. So let us move for the second one now. So this is the second one. Let us read the sum first. PQR is a triangle right angled at P. This is the PQR. It is a triangle. So it is right angled at P. I means P, whole P is 90 degree, and also M, that is also 90 degree. is a point on QR, okay, on a QR it is right angled at M, okay, such that PM perpendicular to QR, this PM line is perpendicular to QR, show that PM square equal to the QM into MR, PM square equal to QM into MR. We want to show that, okay. So let us move first that. So let us take that MPR, angle MPR. They didn't give, angle P has given. Angle P in the sense angle QPM plus MPR equal to 90 degree it is, okay. That together they has given because right angle for the both, okay. I mean here both the angles are there, QPM as well as MPR, okay. So we don't know that MPR value. Let us take, let angle MPR will be X, okay. This will be, I mean this angle only MPX, this is 90, okay. So if MPR equals X, if it should be like that, what happened next, it is they has given here it is a 90 degree, I mean both the side, here also 90 degree, here also it will be 90 degree, I mean PMR is 90 degree, right, okay. PMR is how much, 90 degree. So what happened for the R, let us take, so they only has given angle PMR is 90 degree, okay. These are, so we know that in a triangle all the angle P, angle M and angle R is 180 degree, because some of the angle are 180 degree. If we are going to separate that, I mean if we are writing all the three angles, which are those angle, first one is what we have taken, MPR plus angle PMR plus, we don't know this, write as it is, angle MRP or PRM, however we can write, that is the MRP, we don't know that, that equal to, I mean all the three angles, sum of all the three angles in a triangle is 180 degree, okay. Let us substitute the value, MPR what we have taken, that is as X, plus PMR they only has given, that is the 90 degree, plus MRP we don't know, right as it is, MRP equals 180. So what happened for the angle MRP now, here angle MRP equals, if we are taken this X plus 90 to the RHS, it will become 180 as it is in RHS only. So it will become plus X if it is shift to the RHS, minus X, plus 90 if it is shift, that is minus 90, okay. Angle MRP equals, angle MRP equals 180 minus 90, nothing but it is 90 minus X, okay. Now it is 90 minus X, angle MRP is 90 minus X, keep in mind, okay. This is X, this is 90 degree that has given, and this is 90 minus X, okay. Similarly, in the same way, MPQ, if you are taken here MPQ, okay, so that is similarly angle angle MPQ. Angle MPQ, what happened, I told you already, that is both are 90 degree, which are those, both are 90 degree in the sense this thing, I mean so MPQ is similarly in the same way, first you have to consider this, okay. I told you already, angle MPQ plus both are, I mean MPR, angle MPR equals 90 degree, both are 90 degree. See, you can see in this 90 degree both the angles are there, MPQ as well as MPR, so that's why both are 90 degree. So MPR we are taken as MPQ we don't know, right as it is, MPQ plus this is MPR is X, what we have taken already, equal to 90 degree. So what happened for angle MPQ is 90 minus X, right. So this is also what it is also 90 minus X, okay. So in the same way here we know that this is 90 degree, if it is 90 degree here also, because right angled at Okay, this is 90 degree. Let us calculate this, which is angle Q in this triangle. In which triangle? In triangle MPQ. Okay, so in triangle MPQ we can write, if you are getting confusion, you can write here in triangle, this is in triangle MPR. So this is in triangle MPQ. So which are those three angles actually in triangle MPQ? Which are those? One is MPQ, angle MPQ. Sum of the angle is 180 degree, right? Okay, one angle we have to take, angle MPQ plus angle QMP, QMP plus PQM, we don't know, right as it is, or MQP. However, we can take angle MQP equal to 180 degree in this triangle only. Sum of all the three angles are 180 degree in triangle. So MPQ is how much we got actually? This is 90 minus x, right? 90 minus x plus QMP is 90 degree because right angle that M. Okay, MQP we don't know, right as it is, MQP equal to 180 degree, right? Okay, if we separate 90 plus 90, it is 180. We can write here only 180 minus x, okay, plus angle MQP equal to MQR equals 180 degree. So therefore angle MQR what happened? So therefore here 180 both the side 180 plus 180 sin 180 get cancelled, then minus x plus MQR equals 1 it will be, or angle MQR equals what happened? If minus x, if it is shift to this side, it will become a plus x. So angle MQR is x. This is also x, right? Okay, so let us take both the angle now in triangle. Which are those? Both the triangle, one is MPR and MPQ. Okay, in triangle, yes, in triangle MPR, and one more triangle is triangle MPQ or QMP or RMP, however we can take. Okay, so here we can write angle MPQ equal to angle MRP. Okay, see, this is MPQ equal to MRP. Why it is? MPQ is also 90 minus x, MRP is also 90 minus x. We got already. See, 90 minus x, 90 minus. So that's why we can write angle MPQ equal to MRP. And that's next thing is angle PMQ equal to angle RMP. We can write. Why it is angle PMQ? See here, we can see PMQ equal to RMP. Both are 90 degree. Right angle that is it. So that's why both are 90 degree. So next one more thing is angle MQP equal to MPR. So this thing also MQP in the sense this is what which is the value of we got, that is x, and MPR means this is that value also x. Both are equal. So we can write no. So therefore what we can write, triangle MPR is similar to triangle MPQ. Why it should be? Because which criteria? All the angles are equal, no? So if all the angles are equal, it's nothing but AAA similarity criteria. So similarity criteria, both the triangles are equal according to AAA. I mean all the three angles, 1, 2, 3, all the three angles are equal. That's why we can write both the triangles are similar. If both the triangles are similar, according to BPT, their sides are also proportional. So if there's which are those sides? Nothing but the QM is proportional to PM. We can take like that. This QM is proportional to PM, that equal to MP is proportional to MR. This MP is proportional to MR. Okay, so if we do the cross multiplication, MP nothing but the PM, both are same, MP and PM. Okay, it's nothing but the PM square. Therefore what we can write here, if we do the cross multiplication, MP PM both are same, no, PM square equals QM into MR, we can prove, hence it is proved. Hope you will understand that. Okay, let us move the third sum is little big, so that's why I'll continue with the fourth sum, because due to shortage of time. So next I'll continue with the third sum in the next period. No worry about that, I didn't leave you. Okay, let us move for the fourth sum in your textbook, that is ABC. ABC is an isosceles triangle. It is an isosceles. Keep in mind, isosceles means two sides are equal. Okay, not all the sides, two sides are. Okay, and it is also isosceles, two sides are equal, as well as it is right angled at C. Okay, right angle means angle C is 90 degree. So prove that, we want to prove that AB square equals 2AC square. Okay, so let us take according to Pythagoras theorem only. Right angle no, so we have to take the Pythagoras. Okay, according to Pythagoras theorem, which theorem it is? Pythagoras theorem. Keep in mind. So square of the hypotenuse, which is the square of the hypotenuse? Nothing but AB square equals, and other two sides are AC square plus BC square, right? According to Pythagoras theorem, square of the hypotenuse, AB square equals other two sides AC square plus BC square. So here they has given one more condition. This is according to Pythagoras, and one more, both are isosceles. Isosceles in the sense, here AC equal to BC. Why AC equal to BC? Because both are isosceles. Isosceles triangle, right? Isosceles in the sense, that means two sides are equal. So instead of AC we can write BC, or instead of BC we can write AC. So here you have to substitute that according to this condition. AB square equals, so AC, write one AC as it is. So according to in the place of BC we can write also as AC, because both are equal due to the isosceles triangle. So instead of BC, in the place of BC we can substitute AC, or we can write as AC square only again. Okay, so here one will be the coefficient, 1AC it will become AB square equals 1AC is 2AC square. It is proved according to the condition. It is proved. Hope you will understand. In the next period we have to do the one more sum. Thank you.